Hi everyone, I am Pavit, and here we are discussing about a new feature that comes in summer 2020 release, that is create custom address field, and that is initially in beta version, so that is available in sandbox now. And here we will discuss about that why this feature is needed, and that is most awaited feature for me because I face lots of roadblocks and struggling about to create address field and mapping with the standard fields. So let's discuss about standard compound field that we have currently in Salesforce. So standard compound address field have fields like street, city, state, country, and zip code or postal code. Here, according to me, two fields are very important. First is state and second is country. These are dependent fields. The dependency is comes from the state or territory pick list that we have in Salesforce standardized. So state is dependent on the country field. Let's say USA is the country, then if we select USA in the country, all the states of USA will be available in the state field of address. Let's discuss about the values and the labels that provided by Salesforce in a state field. A state field have two uh, two values, like one for label and one is value. Labels are the full form or full value of the state, and the value is the two digit code of that state. Let's say for example, here New York and Alabama are the US state, and NZ and AL are the values for those state in the state pick list of standard compound address field. So country and state are pick list field. But if we think about, or if we needed anywhere in Salesforce to create custom country and state field as an address, then I have faced, I'm not saying everyone will face, but I have faced some limitations. One of the main limitation is the duplicate values, and pick lists do not allow duplicate values. Let's say if I create a pick list of a state with the state name as a label and the state code as a value, then values are duplicates. I found the values are duplicates, like state code are duplicates in some countries, so that we cannot create a custom country and state field, or we can say dependent state field, because state field have duplicate values. So to resolve this, I have created, like I have used those values, those fields as a text or as a pick list. Like if there are two scenarios where if I needed a custom address field, then I can create a text field or I can create a pick list. But if I am going to create a pick list state field, then I need to create the state pick list with same state name and value will be the same, because if I am going to create with the state code, then there are duplicates value and we cannot continue with these values to create a state field. So first is text field and second is the pick list. But with these two workarounds, we have found some difficulties to communicate or automate these field values to the standard field, or to use these value in the standard address field. Because of there are no validation or monitoring or the filter to get the correct value of the state. So if we update these custom field value to the state, sometime we found an exception or error that this value is not correct. So as a workaround, we can create these, but these are not more successful way to achieve that. Here I am discussing two main problems that I have faced, and I have go with the workaround to achieve as a custom address field. And with these workarounds, those are some limitations or some exceptions occurs. So here we have clear about the limitations and why we need this custom address field, because this is very complicated and not a good way to create a custom address field. Because if we create custom address field with these workarounds, then we may face lots of exception and validation errors. So here Salesforce releases a new feature that here we can create a custom address field, and to enable this custom address field we just need to go to the setup and user interface, and in user interface you will see use custom address field beta, because this is in a beta, this is a beta feature. So we can enable this in sandbox now. If we enable this in the sandbox, or in future when the release will update it on the production, we will see that there also. So if we enable that, if we go to any object, go to object manager and open an object and create a new field, so we will find a option to create a address field from Salesforce. So if we continue and create an address field, then in the sales help document you can see here there the address field will be available like this, as given in the, as you are seeing in the field on account object is written. And this we just need to create as a address field, and all the compound field like state, city, state, country, zip will be available as standard address field, have the values and everything. So that is a good feature, and that is most awaited feature for me, that solve lots of problem that I am facing current days. So that's all I like to I shared with you, and I like to share with you. So these are that is the new feature that will come in next release, or in the release, when the release will be updated on the orgs, and we can use these address field, or we can, if we need the address field, we can create custom address field. Those will be equivalent to the standard address field, and we will not face any automation or syncing issues that we faced earlier. Thank you. That's all I like to share. If you have any question related to this new feature, or any point of view about this, you can comment on that video. I will try to answer your question or all this, and thank you.